Hey, everybody! Welcome to episode 51 of the Wheels Blues podcast.
Holy crap! Who is that?
Oh, hey guys! Hey, I'm back. I'm happy to be back for episode 1. I figured I'd show my face before the end of the year. How about that?
Awesome, buddy. Awesome.
I guess
the end of our
season.
Yeah, it's one episode to spare, I guess. Well, two episodes, technically.
Yeah. Who else is here? I guess I should say that, eh? The guys who've been carrying this fucking show for a few weeks now, or what?
It's the A-team, buddy. The A-team is here.
The head of the table.
The head of the
score 83 here.
Yeah. And I am the master of the island of relevancy. Yeah.
That's funny.
I'm also at Money Wheels.
Well, you're here. Guys, I'm glad to be back. I just want to commend Mighty Wheels on the great editing and production of the show while I was gone. Thanks for taking over, buddy. Thanks for doing a solid job. We all appreciate you over here at the pod.
No problem, man.
You are the glorious leader, you know?
Yeah. Well, sometimes the glorious leader's got to step up and be the leader.
So, what I miss?
WandaVision is sick.
You missed WandaVision. You need to get on that.
No, you know what, guys? I just want to say, spoil the fuck out of it. I don't care.
Oh, we intend to, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, I know we are.
Go right ahead.
Yeah, no,
I'm feeling pretty good, so just go ahead.
We've missed your hot takes on the Oilers. Pretty much, you've not been around for like half the year of the Oilers, so I don't think we've had I don't think we've had any hot takes from Tyson about the Oilers.
No, this might be a good thing, for the show.
I like the hot takes.
I don't know. Yeah, I think we need those hot takes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll be happy to get into them in due time, but I'd love to hear about some WandaVision.
Yeah.
You want to do some WandaVision? Yeah,
because
last week
I have questions.
Okay.
See, last week I didn't swear my allegiance, but I did profess my love for the MCU.
Oh,
that's true. He did. It's on record. I have it.
It is on record. This
record.
Zack Snyder Justice League movie, which I just saw a picture of Darkseid today. This Justice League movie better be off the charts, or else I don't know, man.
Wait, does Greg know that you've switched sides?
Well, like I said, I haven't pledged any allegiance yet. We're gonna see what happens with Zack Snyder's Justice League, because that's going to be a super boner. So,
oh my God, Eric, I really hope Zack Snyder doesn't break your heart.
He's not going to break. I've seen so much, like just from what he's leaking out. I'm very much.
Yeah.
So, is this a sequel or what is this? Is it like just a director's cut?
It's his director's cut. Yeah.
Okay. So maybe the movie will make sense.
Spoiler alert, Tyson.
The movie too. Oh man. Here we go. We're coming in guns blazing right now.
Exact same movie. Color palette. That's different.
Well, there's Joker. Joker's in it.
What?
Yeah.
In the Justice League movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, for some reason the Joker's in the movie.
So he's not in the original version at all. Does that mean they cut everything that Jared Leto did in the Joker? Or
no,
did they just add it because they had to do something to make that movie good?
Yeah, no, he just added a bunch of shit because he got a bunch of money from Warner Brothers to make a bunch of for Justice League. So now this Justice League is going to be 4 hours long. You thought the first one was terrible. This one's 4 hours long.
But if it's 4 hours long and it's
4
good.
4 hours. That's
4 hours is a bit long, even for something that's good.
If it's like if it's 4 hours and it's amazing, I will be the first one to say, Zack Snyder, good job, bravo.
Okay. But like, I mean,
Yeah.
a director's cut that's 4 hours long is very much a niche movie. Like the only people that are going to watch that are going to be people like Daniels, that just love DC,
Yeah.
looking for a reason to just be optimistic about the DC universe,
Just
Well,
man crush on Superman and fucking the real Batman, Ben Affleck.
Oh, the real Batman. It's Clune-Tang, buddy. Clune-Tang all day.
I bet you Superman's in the Justice League movie as much as he's in the first version of this movie. So you're not.
That's all right. I think he does more than enough in that version.
He's in that version for like 20 minutes. So you're really gonna watch a 4-hour Justice League movie with 20 minutes of Superman?
Well, the whole it's like the origin of the Justice League. You're setting up, how everybody comes together, and then they got to get. Superman up and about,
Yeah, no,
from being dead and all.
Yeah, because he's deceased.
He's
Yeah,
deceased.
Like a lot of people in WandaVision.
Boom!
Maybe.
Nice
Oh,
segue.
really?
Nice segue. Oh, dude, Tyson, there's so many. This is like an onion the size of a town that's trapped in WandaVision.
Is that why they're all like in black and white and 50s style?
Well, they're not anymore.
Oh, okay.
It switches.
Oh, okay.
So this episode, This is episode 6.
Yeah, Daniel, set up the premise for Tyson. Like, set up the basic premise of what WandaVision is.
So Wanda Maximoff, I'm assuming from this episode, grief-stricken by the death of Vision and everything that has happened.
Mm-hmm.
She has created what I think her idea of the ideal life is, like that kind of Americanized sitcom, life is, and she's taken this town over, and these poor people who may or may not be dead. Some are alive, yes, but I don't know. After tonight, I think some.
I'm thinking some might really
be dead.
Yeah.
So she's brought Vision back. Who last week I was saying, like, this guy's just being puppeted around, like.
Vision is dead. He's still dead. He's really dead.
So because he dies in Endgame, or whenever the hell he dies.
Yep.
Which I can't remember which movie, but anyway.
So it's Infinity War.
Okay, so this takes place after that, and she's like had something snapped inside her head, and
So this takes place like immediately after that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's within weeks of the Endgame. She's grieving, so she's grieving. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I got you.
Yeah. So she's living inside a sitcom, and episode 1 was the 50s.
Yeah.
Very much, like Bewitched.
Leave It to Beaver.
Van Dyke show. Yeah.
Okay.
Episode 2 was the 60s.
Yeah.
Episode 2 is kind of the same. It's like Bewitched, Leave It to Beaver, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the 70s was Brady Bunch.
Yep. And then the 80s was like Family Ties, Growing Pains.
Yep.
And then this week, I have no idea what that opening was.
It's Malcolm in the Middle. I don't know if that like.
Okay, all right.
It's Malcolm in the Middle.
That's really cool that they did that.
Yeah, no, it's really well done the way they.
I feel like that's an underappreciated show from the '90s, so it's kind of cool they called back to it. I was secretly hoping you were going to say Urkel and Family Matters, but
well, there was probably some like Family Matters in the '80s in the episode last week.
Perfect Strangers or something. Balky and
I wish. I think Vision would make a perfect Valkyrie.
But it's every episode is like a homage to like family sitcoms. So it's
okay. And she is like locked in, like envisioning this, but because she's some kind of crazy superpower, she can project this or something, or
she's
so they're all inside this what they call the hex.
Yep.
And so I like it's not as if she's standing there with her eyes closed and all this shit is happening around her. She's very much like immersed in this town. But I mean, from what we saw today, Like, I guess we'll just fast forward to the end. Like she starts expanding the hex.
Yeah, so she's turned more of, I guess, New Jersey, because that's where it's set. She's made more of New Jersey into her weird, morbid sitcom world.
Wow.
Yeah.
And Agent Wu, like from Ant-Man, he's got a pretty prominent role.
Yeah, he's one of the main side characters, and one of the side characters from Thor.
Tyson, are you familiar with Ant-Man?
I've seen Ant-Man and the sequel, but it's been a little while.
So do you remember he's trying to do like that fucking card trick?
I don't remember that part, but okay.
No, okay. So I was gonna say he finally learned how to do the fucking card.
Oh. Yeah. So what about, so there's these other ones coming out too, like Winter's Falcon and the Winter Soldier and all these TV shows, and I think there's one about Loki as well.
Yeah.
So do you think that they're all going to kind of tie in together? You think that that's what they're working towards? Marvel's always really good at that kind of thing.
I'm sure there will be.
I'm thinking you could very well tie this, like, WandaVision in with Loki and the Winter Soldier, or Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Because at the end of that episode, of tonight's episode, what I immediately thought was they're gonna need some fucking backup here.
Okay,
yeah.
Somebody had there's like Shield and Sword. They pretty much got just swallowed up by this fucking thing.
Yeah, like whoever's trying to stop her is not doing anything. They can't do anything.
They're all clowns and shit.
Yeah. She basically turned them into like 90s like sitcom clowns.
So she is extraordinarily powerful.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, she's the only one who could have like taken down Thanos.
Yeah.
Like
she is like the be all end all. This is like she's Superman. Like
she's remaking reality. She's turning reality into the reality that she wants.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So last episode, her brother, who died in Age of Ultron, he's back.
Yeah.
He's a Quicksilver, right?
Yes. Yeah. So they're gearing up for Halloween in this episode, and the kids are having some the kids are having fun with Pietro. They're causing ruckus. They're starting to see, or we're starting to see superpowers in them.
In the kids.
Her kids have superpowers now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've also aged like 12 years in like a week.
Yeah. They went from babies 2 episodes to, I think they're like 12 now.
Wow. And her and Vision are like just mom and dad and like raising their like idyllic family with a white fence and all that stuff. And
but Vision's not down with it anymore. He's not impressed.
Vision has had enough. So he tells Wanda that he's on duty tonight with the neighborhood watch. So he fucks off. And Wanda sees, what is the guy's name who's dressed up like Frankenstein?
Herb.
So Herb, who's the head of the neighborhood watch.
Yeah.
He's like, no, like Vision's, like Vision's not on duty tonight. I don't know where he is. We see Vision, and he's just like he's looking for answers. Like he needs to get to the bottom of this.
You know what my favorite part of this episode was? My favorite part about this episode is the fact that they kind of go to the places in a sitcom world where like the extras would be, or the people that don't matter. And in this episode, those people are just kind of like standing in place.
Yeah.
They're just not doing anything. But that's what that's like. But like when you're watching a sitcom, like people don't really think that this world is populated and there's all these people, because you're just focused on the 4 or 5 characters that are in the sitcom episode. But what about everybody else? In this episode, it's kind of like, well, if it was this weird fucking Twilight Zone sitcom, then everybody else would just be kind of suspended in this,
like waiting for the camera to get to them.
And they're literally just standing there, but they're all kind of just standing there against their will, because they're all supposedly real people, or they're dead, and Wanda's just making them be sitcom extras, waiting
in her life. Fuck.
waiting to be on camera.
More
she's-
puppet dead people.
Yeah. Sounds like she's like, inadvertently evil.
So that's what I was gonna say. Like I was kind of
know if
open
it's
with that.
I don't know if it's inadvertent. Anymore.
You took over a town, and now you're taking over like seemingly an entire state.
Yeah, well, I think it's very very like intentional.
I understand she's
Like,
sad, but
no, I know, but I don't think it's inadvertent at all. I think it's very intentional.
Okay.
Like I think she knows what's going on, and
She's doing it.
She's chosen to do this. Yeah.
Did you see one of the extras, and I like the way you put that.
Yeah.
She's like doing like what is she like hanging something up?
She just hanging.
But she's not hanging it up. She just keeps going back and forth and back and forth. But you see, I don't know if you saw this, but she's got a tear coming down.
She's like, because that's literally her purpose in this world. She's just doing this one action.
So she's like seemingly aware.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying. I bet you everybody's aware, but they're just like suspended in this fucking like I guess Stacy's animation or just suspended.
Do you think
in this
she's aware,
frame.
or that some people are aware? Because I thought maybe Wanda, with her brother being back and with Vision, being kind of douchey about being like, what the hell is going on? I mean, that was a pretty heated argument last episode.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like is Wanda getting sloppy? And like she's not really controlling, like she doesn't have that control over.
Well, she doesn't. I don't think she has that much power. She has power, but yeah, she doesn't have the power to control everybody. So I guess in a sense she is getting sloppy. She can't control everything. There was kids that just magically appeared this episode. There was
the first time we saw kids in this episode.
Yeah, there was like a Halloween episode, so there's like friggin' kids everywhere. There was no kids for 5 episodes. And now
and Vision even brought that up. Like he was like, "Where are the children? Where are all the kids? Like, what have you done with the children?" Like,
and now all of a sudden there's kids.
Yeah.
So she just
do you think there's kids now, not because it was a Halloween episode, but because Vision said, like, where are the fucking kids? Like there's no kids here.
Well, I'm absolutely sure. I'm absolutely sure either Wanda like made the kids or woke up the kids, or whoever's controlling everything made the kids as well. It's either Wanda or whoever's making Wanda do all these things made the kids or woke up the kids or whatever.
Yeah, because we do think what's his face, the devil is behind this.
Yeah, we think Wanda made a deal with the devil, and now everybody's trapped in this town, and Wanda's just meat puppeting everybody.
Wow. Yeah, it does. It sounds.
It's really good. It's really good.
Wow. So this is the kind of depth that you get with the MCU, though.
It's true.
Kind of like shit you would never think to do.
No.
Like somebody somewhere was like, "Where the hell are we gonna do with this character?" Like, I got an idea.
No, right?
This show has made such a fan of like I've seen a couple of the MCU movies, but it's like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
This show has just like catapulted fandom.
Yeah, I think so.
For me, personally.
Well, this is just good stuff,
Yeah,
making a fan out of Daniels is just pretty good.
That's true.
Yeah, right. Like, and I'm a hardened, DC guy.
The show even had our good buddy Sid there for a few weeks. I think he's kind of fallen off of it, but like initially he was super super down for it too.
I'll probably have to start watching this. I think me and Inger are just watching a couple other shows, and then we'll probably be looking for something to watch. So we'll definitely tap into it. But
what shows are you guys watching? What have you guys been watching?
I'm watching right now. We're watching Ted Lasso on Apple TV.
Oh, nice.
It's awesome.
I heard that was pretty funny.
Yeah, it's like it's just a show it's not like a drama. It's a comedy, but it's like just a feel good. There's not unnecessary drama or anything. We're talking about Ted Lasso, Daniels.
Okay.
It's a show that's on Apple TV about an American football coach who gets hired to coach a Premier League team in England.
Interesting.
And it's Jason Sudeikis playing the the head coach guy.
Right.
And he's just like he's from Kansas or something, so he's like one of them like y'all shucks, kind of guys.
Yeah.
Oh boy, and that's how our lingo differs from yours. He gets there, he's like, well, our team's really gonna give it their all for all 4 quarters, and they're like 2 halves. And he's like, oh, okay. Yeah, and win or lose or draw, or oh yeah, that's right, you guys tie here. Oh Jesus, and he's the coach of a Premier League team, so. Yeah, it's kind of funny, but he's actually a really good coach, and kind of as the show goes on, everybody in the whole organization's like a giant dick, and then his presence kind of makes everybody not a dick. That's kind of the show, yeah. So anyway, it's a pretty good show. After I'm done that, maybe we'll give WandaVision a go.
No, you have to give WandaVision a go.
Yeah, you should try it at least.
And then we'll talk about it on the show in like 3 weeks.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I'm like, holy fuck.
So where do we leave off with Wanda? He's looking around. He's the kids. The costumes. Who's Pietro supposed to be?
He's supposed to be Pietro. It's supposed to be Quicksilver.
Oh, okay, so is that the Quicksilver?
Yeah, that's what his costume looks like in the comics.
Okay. So Wanda as well and Vision. That's what they look like.
I get it.
Right.
That's their costumes in the comics. In like cheesy '60s comics, like it's not.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's not like what they look like now, but it's like what they would have looked like in like the '50s and '60s and stuff.
Fuck! They should have had the other kid dress up like fucking Magneto.
That would have been interesting. No, they had the other kids dressed up like them in the comics because those kids are in the comics too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so they're characters in the comics as well, and they had them dress up like their characters from the comics.
Mm.
So after that, we got was that the commercial?
Yeah. Oh, that was a messed up commercial, man.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on with that commercial.
The song of that commercial is basically the shark saying that you need to eat your magic. It's like a gross, weird yogurt commercial.
Yeah,
and the yogurt's called Yo Magic, and like the whole like lyrics of the song, like the shark is hungry for your magic. So I'm pretty sure that's probably hinting to whoever's feeding off of Wanda. So there obviously is somebody else, sucking magic out of Wanda to make her do these things. But I still feel like Wanda's mostly to blame for what's happened. But there is probably somebody else that is making her do this. And
Ralph.
It could be Ralph. Yeah, maybe he's eating her magic.
Because that's the thing, like their neighbor Agnes.
Yeah.
Who is semi-aware, but Vision touched her and she went full freak out mode. Like,
yeah.
She even called him. She's like, "Oh, you're one of the Avengers," and Vision's like, "What's an Avenger?"
Yeah, that's weird. That's weird that he doesn't remember that. I guess he doesn't remember anything before he died.
Oh, so he's just like putzing around, like, but he knows Wanda, and he knows that they're together, but he has no recollection of, like.
Yeah. So in the first. In the first episode, they have no idea. Like, he's just like where, like they're being asked.
Yeah, the first
by his boss, like what, like, where are you guys from? Like, why? How long you been married? How come you have no kids? And he's like, why? Like, where are we from? Like, so he has no idea.
Mm. So he's gonna slowly start to figure this shit out.
Well, he's pretty. I mean, if he hasn't figured it out by now, he finds Agnes and she's in her car, like, at the edge of town, and she's going on about how, like, you need to help us, like, but how can you help us? Like,
we didn't mention that there is a force field. Like, this town is literally trapped in, like, its own little fucking dimension.
Yeah, the hex.
Like, the
Dimension
hex.
X.
Well, it's kind of Dimension X. It's kind of like Dimension X.
Might as well be.
Yeah. Might as well be. So like outside of the town is basically the government and the FBI.
Yo, if this show wasn't on Disney, if this was like, HBO or something, she would have like driven her car to the force field and would have blown up, right?
Oh,
Like,
absolutely, absolutely.
I can't take it anymore. Just like,
Oh yeah,
I was thinking that. I was like, well, no, she's gonna drive into the thing and kill herself. And I was like, it's Disney. This is suicide here.
There's no way. Yeah.
No, but they have some pretty dark stuff in there for a Disney show, though.
There's some dark stuff, but I don't think we're gonna see suicide on Disney Plus.
No, of course not. No,
not till Disney Star. That's where you get your suicide.
Yeah, that's
Disney
true.
Star.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh my god. So she's freaking out, and Vision's like, Vision looks off, and he's like, I'm I'm getting the hell out of here. Like, I'm seeing what's going on.
Yeah, but is she freaking out though? Because when he talks to her after he like snaps her out of the trance, she laughs when he says she's dead. Like, so is she freaking out, or does she know? Is she like mocking him? Is she kind of?
She could be mocking him because we're convinced that her husband is the devil.
Yeah, we're convinced that her husband is the devil. We haven't seen him yet.
I took it as she was having like a mental breakdown. And that's why she was laughing like that, because she's like what else do you do? Like you're in hysterics, right?
Yeah,
like,
that's fair.
And that's when I thought,
yeah.
So he gets kind of out.
Yeah, he tries to escape he escapes the X dimension, the hex dimension. Yeah, he escapes the hex dimension, but then he starts to fall apart.
So he's dying, obviously, because he's going into the real world, and he's dead in the real world.
Yeah, in the real world, he's dead. So he's like basically falling apart in the real world.
Okay.
Yeah, we also got to see some pretty neat like MMA moves from Agent Wu there.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, apparently Agent
Wu started kicking some Shield ass. Like,
apparently you don't mess with Agent Wu.
No, not at all.
No.
So that's pretty much the end. Like Sword sees him coming out, and they're like Kat Dennings' character is like, help him. He's dying, because she knows.
Yeah. And then they handcuff her to a truck.
Yeah. So she's in there now. She's in the hex.
Yeah, she's in the hex now. She's in the hex, trapped in hex. And the Shield agents all tried to get away. Or the Sword agents, all tried to get away. But Wanda basically expanded the hex. So now they're all trapped in the hex with her.
Did they get the leader?
Yeah,
he's Hayward.
Yeah, he's in the hex. So sure. that might show show us who he really is trapped in the hex, because maybe he is really somebody who isn't like a good guy. Ooh. Maybe he's not a good guy. Mm. I just think he's a generic like douchebag. Yeah. I don't think he's a bad guy. I think he's just a generic like government agent person.
What if he's fucking Wolverine and he's like, we're taking you out?
That would be kind of dope.
That'd be kind of sick.
Kind of dope.
How many episodes are there so far?
6.
This was 6.
They're only half an hour long.
It'll take me a couple of years to get caught up, boys. Don't worry.
Yeah. No, we know. Me and Eric before we started, we were just talking about how like we'll talk about this for like the 9 weeks that it's on, and then 5 years you'll have caught up. You'll be like, guys,
WandaVision.
Oh my God, you should be watching this show. And we're all like, yeah, we know. We watch it. We know.
So that's pretty much it. The show closes like with that. Pietro kind of calls her out as well.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, Pietro was saying some weird kind of stuff to her.
He was like, like what'd you do with the kids? Like were they just sleeping? Because he's kind of like a fast talking.
Yeah.
Which made me think to what we said last week, where he did see dead Vision when he called him when he's like, hey, who's this popsicle?
Yeah, no, I totally think that he sees,
because he knows everything that's going on.
I don't actually think he is Pietro. He might be Pietro, but I feel like he's Pietro not because she brought him back. I feel like somebody else brought him back. Out of everything, I feel like he's the only thing that she hasn't done in the hex.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think she's done everything else, but I think he has been brought back and done by somebody else.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think he's kind of there just to kind of like twist the knife and like punish her even more.
Jesus, yeah, because she did see him dead.
Yeah, and he brings up her dead husband, and he basically like gets her kids to like break the law and steal.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he basically makes the kids delinquents on Halloween. They do like the practical jokes that kids do on sitcom Halloweens. They like break the pumpkins and they steal all the candy.
He kind of looks like the bad guy from Civil War. Like that, he's in Inglorious Bastards. He's like the Nazi guy that falls in love with the French girl.
Okay, yeah. Like, are you talking about Christoph Waltz?
No. It's his name's something. It's something Brule.
Okay.
He's the guy in
Daniel Brühl. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's it. He looks like him. I thought it was him at first.
Yeah, no, it does look like him a little bit. He's actually in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Is he really?
Yeah, Daniel Brühl is. He's he's
So
one
is
of the
he?
main.
Is that show going now?
WandaVision or
No, Falcon.
No, I think that show starts after WandaVision.
That show.
Oh, so they're not gonna run them at the same time.
They're gonna run them back to back to
Oh
back.
man, you know those fucking things are gonna tie in.
Oh,
you know, like you're gonna get to the end of Winter Soldier and something
Yeah.
about WandaVision is gonna happen.
That'd be cool.
Oh
that'd be
fuck! And then like, of course it is.
Yeah.
They probably have all these series planned out to.
Dude,
They have to. Yeah.
Because they're literally coming one after the other. There's gonna be like five series, I guess, this year or something, and they're gonna come like one after the other.
And then their movies are gonna start
And
coming
then
out whenever we can all go back to a theater.
Never.
You know, like
you just gotta get that second dose. You just gotta get 2 doses. And you're fucking out, bud. You're living life again.
There you go. Then we're just fucking coughing on each other for fun, you know? Like
I'm gonna cough all over you.
I will lick strangers. Just walk up to someone and they're like, "What the fuck?" Is like double dose Pfizer, motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm good. You're just opening doors and then rubbing your own face without a care in the world.
Oh, I'm so vaccinated.
Just like the old days, opening a door and not giving a shit. Now I open doors with my fucking sleeves.
Yeah, I do that.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, hopefully one day, boys. One day we'll get back to a in-person Zoom or a in-person fucking Zoom. You see how fucking conditioned I am now? An in-person fucking podcast.
We'll see. Like, so what? Like, it's 3 week stages.
At least there's a minimum of 3 weeks between steps, and that has everything to do with hospitalizations.
Yes,
I read a thing that that British variant, that more contagious one.
The Kent variant.
Yeah, that variant is going to be in Alberta.
Yeah.
More. It'll be the dominant strain by March.
Yeah, I'm hearing that's gonna shit.
How did it friggin' even get here? I don't understand.
People are still fucking traveling, bud.
Yeah, like they didn't stop any flights. Like it got everywhere.
No, see, they did stop. So, and I was reading this, and this is fucking so dumb. Everything about this is so dumb now. So they stopped. So Air Canada, WestJet, those flights are stopped.
Yeah.
Everybody else is British Airways, Delta, come on in. Those flights can come in.
Yeah, and people are complaining about the 2-week quarantine.
Yeah.
I don't even know if the Canada makes them do that. Maybe they do.
Yes. So they do have to do that.
Well, good, because they didn't have to before.
They're supposed to. Like,
of course they did.
I hate to bring this up, but I did read a story yesterday on Debrief about someone. I can't remember exactly if it was our border, if it was the U.S. border, but somebody was caught with a fake proof of vaccine.
Really?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Bud. Oh yeah, of course. You just wait till like Boko Haram starts their vaccination program and what nonsense that is. They'll just be shooting people up with.
Dude, We're all gonna
fucking
get
WandaVision serum.
we're all gonna get it. That's just gonna the whole world fucked this up so bad they couldn't have botched.
I'm not gonna get it. I'm not gonna get it. I'm staying the fuck away from everybody.
Man, maybe we should all just get COVID and get it over with. This is ridiculous.
No. Because I'm probably gonna fucking die if I get it. So I'm not.
That's right. Yeah, I don't really want to get it either. I just want to,
Yeah, but then, even if you get it and then you get over it, you can still get it again. So I mean, it's not like.
Yeah, I know exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
So it's like you get it. It's a lost cause if you. I mean, just don't get it. Just don't.
No.
I'd like to see, now that we're approaching like a year, I'd like to start seeing some follow-ups on people who had this like February, March of last year. I want to see where they're at health-wise.
Yeah.
Have their insides liquefied? Are they fine?
What's going on?
Are they blind in one eye? Do they have an extra ear fucking growing out of them? I think that's what I'd like. Those are the kind of reports I want to be seeing now. Is, I mean, it's not long term, but it's. I mean, a year is.
Yeah.
My mom got it in March of last year, so I will be able to ask her come March.
Yeah, please do. If she's willing to cough up a little information, unintended.
Yeah, and like see what the hell.
See if she's fine. If she like struggles with breathing, let's just bring your mom in. We'll do the full medical.
Nice.
We'll get a nice Jewish doctor. Nice. Be very careful with her. We'll do it on the Zoom.
Yep.
Dude, you realize that so next episode is 52. That's 1 year, pretty well, of the Wheels Blues podcast. So we've been talking about this fucking virus for like a year.
Mm-hmm.
And we've gone from like, holy fuck, that thing way over there, to like, holy shit, we're shutting down pretty soon, to, hey, we're shut down, to, hey, we're opening up, this is stupid, to, hey, there's a second wave and we're shutting down, to, oh, fuck, we're never going to get out of our house. And then to kind of like, fuck it, let's just get COVID. Like we the waves that we have gone through.
This entire podcast should have just been called The Waves of COVID.
Fuck, well, you know what? When we started this show, we didn't realize there was going to be a fucking pandemic for the entire time we've had the show. We're like, we'll have some guests on the show. Nope, not happening now.
No.
We'll get some new. We'll pull in some interviews. Yeah, nope. How? You're not gonna.
No.
Yeah, so I mean,
it's a fucking bummer. It's just a big bummer.
You know what? I'm mostly bummed out about. Like a show at the studio with you guys, where we're just drinking beers and recording the show, and I'm not looking at a computer screen, was like keeping me going. I was like, hey, February 8th. I didn't realize. I thought that indoor friend visits were going to be fine, but I guess I was wrong.
Well, see now that oh my god, see this is where I'm like, I've had enough.
Yeah, that's where I've had enough too.
Everywhere I see people flouting the fucking rules. These guys, they don't give two shits. It's family day weekend, and
yeah.
I mean, and then it's just all the
many people
all the
don't
bullshit. Like I see someone who worked with Governor Cuomo in New York has come out and admitted that they were fudging the numbers. They more people died than what they reported. Mm-hmm. They were giving misinformation. They, all because of like a who swings the bigger dick competition between Cuomo and Trump. I can't believe I'm saying this. Trump sent them the fucking medical ships, and Cuomo was like, "No, I'm not fucking using his shit." So Trump kind of was the good guy in this story. And now all this is coming out, and all I see from people on the left are like, oh, well, look at Florida and what they're – it's like there's so much bullshit. There's so much bullshit that I don't think I can wait 10 years for the Oliver Stone movie, which will be fantastic.
Oh, man.
But I can't wait that long. I can't wait that long.
Just even look here. Just even look here, man. Like,
nobody cares.
Like, if the ski hill wasn't closed for cold, I'm like, fuck, why the hell is it so dead in town? There's no cars in the fucking hotels. I'm like, maybe people
Nice.
are just being fucking smart. And then I learned that the ski hill was just closed because it was fucking cold out. I'm like,
Yeah.
well, okay, so it turns out that no one's smart at all. It's just that they.
Oh yeah, the town's packed this weekend, bud.
Oh yeah,
Packed.
so a family day weekend this weekend is going to be a fucking just a nightmare.
Yep.
And so, but I'm not allowed to come over to the studio, and we're not allowed to have 3 people sitting there.
Yeah.
Probably 6 feet
Stupid.
apart.
It's stupidity.
But you can go to the bar, and of course you're not gonna you're not allowed to get up from your table. You're not. But I mean, are they gonna check? You're not supposed to go if you're from the same household. Are they really gonna be like, hey, do you guys live together? Let's see your fucking ID. It better have the same address on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you can just feel like, because we have the sheet, we have the contact sheet like at work, like when we went to the Dead Dog after the
Way
one and
back
only
when.
pod night out there, when we went to the Whiskey Jack, and they made us sign that sheet. We went, and we have that now. And I mean, you let that sheet ride for like a week, and then you look at some of those fucking email addresses and shit. I mean, how many fucking IP Freelies and fucking Amanda Hugging kisses are there?
Yeah.
Because there's people who are gonna be like, I'm not giving them my fucking email address.
Yeah, of course.
Fuck that shit. It's gonna be like kissmyass.org. Fucking like, ugh. So and that's like, I mean, I'm at the end of my rope. Like, I'm done listening to these stupid rules. Either lock us all down,
or quit fucking
pay
around,
us out and pay us out, or just fucking say fuck it, open it up, and just, if you get sick, you get sick. If you die, you die. We'll get herd immunity that way. Maybe just pick one.
Pick
either
one.
Open or closed.
Yeah, I agree.
I want to live my life. I want to live my life.
This middle ground, this fucking middle ground bullshit, trying to save the economy has hurt the economy worse than it ever could if you just
so much worse.
So much worse. And it's never going to end. This is an ongoing cycle. It'll keep going. They're opening up now. In 3 weeks, they're going to see where the hospitalizations are at. They're going to be a lot. So then they're going to shut down again.
You just cause more problems doing that. And like you say, maybe we've slowed the curve or whatever, this week, but unemployment rages.
Yeah.
The economy in the shitter. Suicides way up.
Yeah.
Like, homelessness way up.
Yeah.
Just and there are people starving. It's ridiculous. If
everybody was really serious about this, like, it's almost like this is the fucking Vietnam War. It's just meant to be ongoing and continuing, and no one's supposed to win. It's just like, if you're serious, fucking shut it down hard with fucking humongous fines and humongous laws, like jail time and all this shit. And I know I was just saying, like, fucking 3 months ago that's too far because it's bordering on.
No, but we've got to the point where, like, people need friggin' consequences.
Because you only need to do this for like 6 months, and the COVID would go away.
Yeah, you shut everybody down, and then you send out. And I know this might sound scary, but you get our military, which isn't fucking doing anything right now.
Yeah.
You load them up with vaccine. You go right across the map, or you start at coast to coast. You go in. You get everybody taken care of. You sign the sheet. Yep. You can also get 2 birds stoned at once here by doing the census. Mm-hmm. You take care of some paperwork, some house cleaning.
Yeah, there you go.
And then like 6 months, but everybody's vaccinated. Mm. Here we go. Back, do your thing. It's
not
it's
even
over.
that. It's just like if you eliminated it in Canada, then you kept everything so closed that no one was coming in and no one was going out. And if you went out, you weren't allowed back in, period. And this was for like a year. No one's allowed in for a year, starting April. No one's allowed in for a year. And you shut it down. Once it's gone, you open up Canada again. And you fucking live your life like normal.
Because we're all vaccinated. Because we'd be all vaccinated. It should be like, come on in and whatever.
Yeah. But you go hard. You got to shut it down hard because this middle ground is... It's
bullshit.
The middle ground is not going to work.
It's tearing just a big hole. Like it's all it's doing is dividing the country.
Yeah.
We see that in the States. We see it here.
Divided
You know,
lots of like every country is divided over this.
Yeah,
well, I
like
don't give a shit about. I don't give two
No.
shits about fucking Europe. We
No,
we
well,
live
that's-
above. We live above a fucking meth lab that is the United States of America,
That's
and that's
very true.
more than enough to worry about.
That's very
that
true.
is.
That's very
Because
true.
they're reaching a boiling point down there too, as we see this fucking
Oh.
stupid impeachment trial
yeah.
is going on,
What a
which
farce.
is a joke. But yeah,
What a-
no, it's just I'm just so done with this. I'm just done
Well-
with it. I just want to get out of here on a Friday night. And
Yeah. It's been a long year. It really has.
it really has.
It's been a long fucking year, and
Of course, we're not advocating rule breaking here on the Wheels Blues podcast.
no, of course not.
Wash your hands, social distance.
We're all.
Yeah.
I remember on like episode 3 or 4, us talking about this, and we were like, "Look, everybody, just wash your hands and fucking stay home if you're sick, and we're all gonna be fine. We'll all get out of this. It'll be just a blip in the map, and blah 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 blah."
Yeah.
Fuck. Holy
6 months later, we're all gonna die.
Yeah, like holy
6
fuck.
months after that, who gives a fuck
Yeah,
anymore?
fuck
Really?
this shit. Yeah,
If
Yeah.
COVID came up to me, I'd punch in his face.
dude, I've been like,
fuck off already.
I've been that bottom of the ninth guy. Like, dude, it's the bottom of the ninth. We're all gonna get like it's just like another 6 months, and we're good. And then as soon as they were like, no in-person pods till like at least April, I was like,
It's the middle of the 6th. All right, it's the middle of the 6th.
the middle of the 6th.
It's the late innings. There's still some game to be played,
Yeah.
but we're getting into the late.
The middle of the
innings now.
6th.
We're getting into the late.
When we start having in-persons, it's like the 7th inning stretch, and then when they shut it down again, it's gonna be like 8th inning, 9th inning, and blah 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 blah. You know,
2 years from now, we're gonna be like,
it's the
well,
bottom.
it's inning number 18. We've played 2 full games.
It's gone into extra innings, folks.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's fucking.
In 2 years, our
I'm tired.
episodes will just be like, wash your hands, social distance. Good night, everybody.
If
In 2 years, if we're still doing this in 2 years like this, I'm opening every show with "fuck you, everybody."
that's everybody.
That's right now.
That's all I'm gonna
That's
say.
what's gonna happen. Yes, that's
You're like, "Oh, Eric, so did you catch the new Superman movie?" And you're gonna be like, "Yeah, fuck you, everybody."
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I didn't, because they didn't have a movie. They just put it on the fucking TV.
Yeah. No, because Henry Cavill died from COVID like a year and a half ago, douche.
They got this new Superman.
Oh fuck! Fuck Leonardo DiCaprio. He's no Superman.
Yeah, probably
He's
is
the
him.
only actor left. It's just DiCaprio and fucking Kevin Sorbo.
And somehow the only people left are Ozzy Osbourne and Keith Richards.
Yeah.
And you're like, how?
What happened, Keith? Fucking call the fire brigade.
How, man?
Ugh. Well, let's go from one shitstorm to another, and let's talk about those Edmonton Oilers.
Oh,
Cheer me up.
Yes.
Cheer me up, because the
Do it.
Leafs, Canada's team, is running amok in the Scotia North Division.
They've been,
Well,
loving it.
the Leafs are playing very well. They
5 in a
have
row? 4
they
in a
have
row?
the Oilers have won 3 in a row. The Leafs have won.
6 and 7.
Yeah, but they played Ottawa like 5
my-
fucking times.
So is everybody else.
That's
No, they
that's
haven't.
10 wins for every team right
So
now,
yeah,
is
yeah.
everybody else.
except for Ottawa.
Yeah, except for Ottawa. Yeah, no, Edmonton. Back when they were gonna play Ottawa, I was like, they need to get every single one of these points, and they did. So that makes me happy. They got every single one of those points. They beat the Leafs 50% of the time. That's pretty good. So it's 50-50 split, those two
Yeah, there you
teams.
go.
We can't be
Yeah,
sure
yeah.
who's the better team, really.
They 50-50
Well-
split every team. So if they beat Ottawa 10 times and they 50-50 split everybody else, they'll be fine.
Yeah. Well, they only have to. They're gonna play, Calgary like 9 more times, and Calgary ran their fucking show. So hopefully Milan Lucic fucking scored. Like, fuck. Ugh.
Yeah.
I audibly yelled "fuck" when he scored.
That was a
I was
that
like,
was a
Lucic, come on! Like,
Yeah.
you just got beat by Milan Lucic.
You know you're
That guy started skating to the net yesterday, and then he got there to score. You know what I mean? Fuck. So anyway, they're doing okay. You know, they should be better, but they're, you know.
He's the guy. He's the guy in when you're playing like NHL. Even if you have if you're pressing the accelerator button, he's still slow as shit.
Yeah. He's a quick skating in quicksand, man.
Oh, man.
And he scored. Anyhow, but they're good. They shut Montreal out last night, which was good. But
that was a good game.
But my argument, I have a big bone to pick, and that is like Ken Holland needs to get off his fucking ass and do his goddamn job.
You
like
say that every night.
Yeah,
you can't trade everybody every fucking
no,
night.
But
needs players.
He needs to do something because let me tell you why. Because this team is right there. They're like a middle team. And they need to be better than that because anything less is unacceptable in year 6 of Connor McDavid. It's year 6 of Connor McDavid. 6. Not year 1, not year 2, year 6.
I'm aware.
That's crazy. Okay. I can't believe he's been in the league for 6 years.
He's been in the league for 6 years. Not only that, he's only got like maybe 6 years left on his contract. But if you think he's gonna play that thing out in Edmonton, if they're this as good as they are now,
nope.
I mean,
he'll be playing for the home team.
I don't think so because they can't afford him.
We'll fudge the numbers. Don't worry.
Anyway,
Doogie Howser GM will fucking figure it out. Trust me.
You're probably not wrong.
He's got $18 million in LTIR, and they're like, well, now our cap space is $18 million bigger. There we go.
Maybe we will figure out a way to get you guys Nylander. But what I did want to ask you, you say like Edmonton is the middle of the pack team right now.
Yep.
I mean, they're only playing against like a couple of other teams. If this was a regular year, do you think they're still a middle of the pack team? Or
well, here's the thing. What really needs to highlight how poor the Pacific Division is, or was, and still is that right now, if the divisions were traditionally, how they have been for like 6-8 years or whatever, the Oilers would be the best team in the Pacific Division.
Really?
Yes, they would be the top team by points, not by points percentage, but by points right now. They would be. They don't they play lots more games than the rest of the league. That's why they have a lot more points. And they're about third in the North. So I mean, they would be first in the Pacific. They'd be the division leader.
Yep.
By 1 point on Vegas, who's played less games, but you know what I mean. So that's how So they're a middle of the pack team. Probably in reality. But if it was the Pacific Division, we'd be like, wow, they're leading the division. Holy fuck. But it's really just because it's got Anaheim, it's got LA, it's got Arizona, it's got San Jose, it's got Vancouver. And they're even they're Calgary, they're fucking Vegas. That's the Pacific Division.
Yeah.
And Vegas is the best team no doubt in the Pacific.
Yeah, they are. Even with those monstrosity gold helmets that
Holy
they wore.
Fuck, what the hell?
Wow.
There's some ugly uniforms all over the fucking league.
Man, I want to talk about those fucking navy blue abortions that the Oilers wear with the orange fucking crest and the orange stripes. Those
ones are not a good look at all.
Chris Versteeg was on Twitter, and he did a fucking TikTok or a Snapchat or a fucking Instalog or whatever the fuck, and he was like... It was like, well, I don't know
Pinterest? Was it a Pinterest?
I don't know. He did one of those things, and he was like, "Did you see what Connor McDavid is wearing? They can't let him win a cup with wearing that. They let him win a cup looking like that. He needs to look. The Oilers have like a ton of great looking jerseys. They got to do better than this. They can't let Connor McDavid skate around in that. It's hideous." And then he goes on about how McDavid's getting mugged all over the ice and the NHL is just doing nothing.
Well, that's
if the NHL called the rule book, he'd get 50 goals in 50 games. You know what I mean? Like, it would be
The Oilers would be on the power play for like 40 minutes a game.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
only reason they don't. Well, we got to manage the game. Like, no,
Yeah.
fuck you. Call the rule book. But the NHL has never been a rule book league like that.
No, not at
So
all.
anyway, the jerseys, atrocious. Absolutely the worst things I've ever laid my eyes on. And I'm pretty sure they're trying to warm everyone up to making those the new home jerseys. Because the social media with the navy and the orange and every picture that they release has Draisaitl in the fucking abortion fucking navy jersey. And they got these great reverse retros with the orange shoulders that look fantastic. And they're wearing them 3 times.
Yeah, no.
Dustin's not a big fan, but he thinks Messi is better than Gretzky, so opinion not valid.
Wow.
Well, okay, so hold on.
Don't censor my opinion. My opinion is just irrelevant as your opinion.
I did see there is a stat where Messier is far and away better or higher on the list than Wayne Gretzky.
Is it penalty minutes?
It's games played, all right?
Oh,
games
okay. Well,
played,
hey.
baby.
So you're telling me
it's probably penalty minutes too.
Yeah. So you're telling me Messier played far more games than Wayne Gretzky did and still didn't come close to scoring as many points as he did?
Nobody did. What are you talking about?
Exactly my point. Nobody did. Not even Mark Messier.
Hey, man, a stat leader is a stat leader, right?
Yeah, that's right. Okay. So, yeah.
Why do you play hockey? Why? What is the reason you play in the NHL? Why is everybody
cups, baby?
Win
cups. Who's won more, Gretzky or Messier? Who's won more?
Messier.
Messier did.
Messier.
Boom. That's all that matters.
But how do you win the games?
New York one, man.
Yeah, but the New York one was just an Oilers one in disguise.
Plus, they beat Vancouver, so.
Yeah, they did. But how do you win games? How do you win games though?
You win games.
You got to put the biscuit in the basket, baby.
There you go. Or do you win more games by not scoring goals? I'm just asking.
If you're Martin Brodeur, probably because you had 107 shots. So clearly.
Anyway, let's not rehash the same argument.
New Jersey had 3 cups in the late 90s, and they were not scoring a lot of fucking goals.
Nobody scored
goals. That's
inaccurate.
That's a fake news statement right there.
Oh my god.
They didn't win 3 cups. They won what? 1 cup, 2 cups.
No, they won 3 cups. I didn't make that up and pull that out of my ass.
Because Pittsburgh went back to back, right? Pittsburgh went back to back.
Yeah.
No, so it would have been Edmonton in 90.
Yeah.
95. I believe
Pittsburgh was 91, 92.
Yeah. Montreal was 93.
93. New York, 94.
Rangers, New Jersey.
95, Colorado.
No, 95 was Jersey.
95 was Jersey.
96 was Colorado.
Yeah.
96 was Colorado.
97, 98 was Detroit. 99 was Dallas. 2000 was New Jersey.
Yep, that's 2.
Yeah.
And then won again in like 2003.
Yeah.
So you're out of the 90s, buddy.
No, they didn't win in 2003. Oh. They won in like 01 or 02 or something.
Fake news.
No, Tampa Bay won in 2000. Oh no, that was 05 was the lockout. Tampa Bay won in 04 because they beat Calgary. It was pretty sweet.
They did. Yeah, they did.
But yes, those jerseys.
Dave Andrechuk was on that team, right?
Yeah,
that was like
he was
last
captain.
Year.
Yeah, he was a captain.
Yeah. Vinny Lecavalier.
Yeah. So anyway, those navy jerseys should never be worn. They should never be seen. The ones with the orange shoulders, I'm a big fan of. I think they look great. If they want to go with the orange and wear the orange, that's fine, whatever. But I think they should have like. Imagine the current orange homes they have now and turn the orange into navy and the navy into orange. Just invert the colors. And I think that's a winner for home jersey. Looks a lot better than the pylon. You know, my cousin has a theory that they haven't won since they switched to those jerseys because everyone can see them because they're fucking pylons. They're just too bright. They're too, you know. That's
funny.
I'm not a big fan. Anyway,
right.
The Oilers they need to make some hay right now. They can't afford to fucking do a Ken Holland and wait around to re-sign some aging vets to too much money like Ken Holland likes to do. They need to trade players that they have now that are of high value to get
for what? What are they going to trade?
I'd trade Nurse.
Of course you would.
I would wait till the end of the year to
He
trade
is
him.
the best defenseman on the team. I don't
No, he
care
isn't.
about-
He's not even
Yeah.
close to the best defenseman on the team.
He
Ethan Bear is
is.
the best defenseman on the team.
Ethan Bear's not playing. He's injured, and he was a healthy scratch. That is not the best
Look,
player on the team.
Dave Tippett healthy scratching is not indicative of their ability because Dave Tippett.
It's somebody else's fault. Yeah.
Well, Dave Tippett, he scratches. He plays suboptimal lineups. He really does. He shoots himself in the foot a lot, and it's only with injuries to like Chris Russell and stuff is he forced to play his best lineup. Which
what has Ethan Bear done this year? What has he done?
Ethan Bear picks Darnell Nurse up.
Darnell Nurse doesn't need Ethan Bear.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
Clearly, he doesn't. Are you watching the stats?
I sent you the thing on Twitter today. Like historically, Darnell Nurse is for like 5 years is this guy, and then you're going to tell me in 13 game sample, oh no, he's actually this now. I would be more willing to bet on the historic.
He cannot improve. He cannot become the defenseman everybody thinks he is.
I take a good hard look at his shooting percentage before I say he's any better.
Oh.
And I would compare that shooting percentage to his career shooting percentage. It's basic things that hockey teams should look at, but they don't. And smart hockey teams do. They go like, well, he's historically not this good.
No hockey team has ever won with analytics. None of them.
He's on a heater. He's on a heater. Trade him while he's hot. Because you know what the Oilers did? They had Jordan Eberle score 78 points, and they held on to him. They should have traded him. They could have got a mint for him. The Oilers are
would have wanted them to trade Jordan Eberle when he had 78 points and was
the Oilers are very, very good at waiting until the asset gains value, and then the Oilers overpay for the asset, and then the asset declines in value. Sell high, buy low. Oilers don't do that.
Who are they going to get? Who are they going to get to replace?
That's not my fucking job. My fucking job is to.
Who are they going to get? Who are they going to get?
Anybody. Get anybody. Get a goalie, get another. You know what? For Darnell Nurse, you could probably look. You just got to find another GM who's like Ken Holland, and you could trade Darnell Nurse to him for probably an equivalent defenseman plus. So you get an asset plus the equivalent defenseman. Darnell, look, Nurse doesn't even fight anymore. You know, like
he doesn't need to fight. He scores every game now.
He needs to fight. That's his job, but he doesn't do that anymore. So I mean, like, come on, man. Like, what are you doing?
You don't need to fight to be good in the NHL.
If you want to keep Darnell Nurse, move him to forward. Don't play him on defense. Move him to three left wing. Look,
3 left wing.
I'm telling you, the guy is a thoroughbred. I agree. He's a supreme athlete, but he's not a good defenseman.
He's the best defenseman they have.
No, Ethan Bear is the best defenseman they have.
Does that happen? Does that happen? If I can just step in between you two for a second.
Okay. Yeah, we got to stop talking about the Oilers.
Does that happen like at all in hockey? Whereas like in baseball, you see like third baseman, has a great glove but can't throw for shit. So we're gonna teach him how to play first base. Like, does that happen where like you have a guy who's like, wow, this guy's shit on defense?
It happens.
Let's teach him how to.
Yeah.
Well, Dustin Byfuglien is an example of, and Dustin Byfuglien was moved around. You know what I mean? Brent Burns was moved around, but that's pretty much it. Pretty much the NHL works like if your hockey card says you're a defenseman, you must be a defenseman, and we can't. We can't change that because the NHL cannot think outside the box for shit. They can't. If it's in that box, that's all they know how to do. If it's outside the box, it's new and scary, and they don't want to do it. The NHL, man, like. They're like, whoa, fucking player tracking. Like, I mean, how long's it been? How long's football and basket and like stuff had like ball tracking and player tracking and that kind of thing. And the NHL is like, we just got puck tracking this year, and we didn't like it, so we didn't do it. We played with the puck for like 4 games, and we decided the puck wasn't very good with that in it, so we stopped. No shit, this year they had puck tracking for like 4 games.
Tyson.
Yes.
Tyson.
Yes.
Why do you watch hockey?
Look.
Man, I gotta say, after last night's game, I was scrolling Twitter for Tyson's like takes and whatnot. I didn't see nothing. I didn't see anything.
The post game wrap up.
I didn't watch the game last night.
The only tweet I saw was Darnell Nurse sucks. It's the only tweet I saw.
Well, no, I tweeted you like a graph showing Darnell Nurse for like the previous
What
years
does
of
that
his
graph mean? What does that graph even tell you? What does that
So-
even?
dude. So the graph had his goals for, his goals against, his expected goals for, his expected goals against, and they do that based on how many times he gets scored on against.
There's
Or,
four
you know what I
other
mean?
players on the ice with him. 5 other players on the ice with him when he's playing. They're not all his fault. In fact, the majority of the time when him and Ethan Bear play, Ethan Bear is the one giving away the puck. And you're blaming Darnell Nurse because Ethan Bear gives the puck away.
The graph was illustrating how good Ethan Bear was, how Nurse was with Ethan Bear, and as soon as you took Ethan Bear away and put another defenseman on his wing or with Nurse, the graph went like way
Because
down.
the other defensemen are bad too.
But they didn't just use
everybody.
They didn't just use 13 games. They used last year because Ethan Bear was in the league last year. They used that whole year and this year, and they determined that as soon as Ethan Bear wasn't around, Darnell Nurse was Darnell Nurse, and as soon as Ethan Bear was around, he was like Darnell Nurse. So I mean, the graph was saying Nurse makes Bear worse, Bear makes Nurse better. Bear with anybody else is better than he is with Nurse, but you see what I'm getting at? That's what the graph
Bear beats Battlestar Galactica.
That's the one. Anyway, enough of this nonsense.
We got plenty of room. I'll tell you what. I'll leave a couple tickets at Will Call. You come on over to the Leafs bandwagon. We got plenty of space. You hop on. You'll probably get a cup out of it. We're definitely going to have the MVP on our team this year. So
you take that back.
No, we got plenty of room. Look, I know it's weird and whoa, what's all this good stuff that's going on? But although I do have to say this, as well as the Leafs are playing right now, in the back of my head, there's like, man, we're not playing Tampa. We're not playing Boston. We're going to see these guys in the playoffs. God help us if we get out of the first round.
Well, you could say that about like every Canadian team.
Yeah, but with because the Leafs, it's like this is like I'm looking like if you just look on paper, you're like, whoa, holy fuck, these guys are unstoppable.
Yeah.
But then you look, oh wait, no, they're only paying like you're playing shitty. They're beating up on Vancouver and fucking Ottawa, and
yeah.
That's why we look so good. But then we're gonna get to the first round, and it's gonna be fucking Marchand fucking licking everybody's legs. He can't lick anyone's face now, but
he might still do it.
That's COVID protocols, buddy. Yeah. You're violating COVID I hate that now. That's like the new stat or whatever thing. Like my hatred for the upper body injury. It's now COVID protocols.
You know what bugs me? They sit on the bench together like 4 seconds, and they're like talking to each other. Then they go out and they hit the other team, and they fucking spit on the other team. You know, there's all this shit going on, and then they can't. Then Ovi gets shit for hanging out in a hotel room with his teammates. It's like, buddy, they were just on the bench together. What's the fucking difference? Like, I mean, what do you mean $100,000 fine? They were just sitting. Didn't you see them talking strategy on the bench? The coach is wearing a mask. What the fuck for? He's right there.
Yes, let's see. It's fucking bonehead. These rules are bonehead.
And then the NHL's like, and then the COVID was spiking in the United States teams, even though the Oilers had, like, I think Puljujärvi's in COVID protocol because he was near a positive something or other. Anyway,
I think him and Koskinen are both in the COVID thing.
Yeah. So the NHL was like, I know, we'll remove the glass behind the bench to allow more air. So that's what they did. It was like a mandate across the league to remove the glass behind the benches.
Oh Lord!
But, I mean, I guess at least they're trying something.
Well, the COVID bounces off the fucking glass and it comes right back.
That was their theory.
They just have to get the blue medical mask and just make that like a mesh around the fucking rink. So get rid of all the glass. And then you just got the medical mask, fucking.
So it had nothing to do with the players running into each other on the ice and yelling at each other and fighting. It had everything to do with sitting on the bench with the players that you're talking to and that air circuit. I don't know. It's just it's kind of like what you're in for, man. You might get COVID in the NHL if you're going to be playing right now. It's like going to work for the rest of us. You might get it.
Yeah.
Except we don't get speedy tests every fucking 4 times a day, you know?
Yeah, like I don't understand how I do understand how any of them get COVID, but they're getting fucking tested all the time. Like, they should be freaking
And like, so you're
sterile,
telling
like,
me you're the Montreal Canadiens and you get word that your game might be postponed because there's a player on the Oilers who went into COVID protocol. And then the NHL goes, nah, it's totally cool. Just go ahead. We'll just take that one guy out. Oh, we'll take those 2 guys out. And then Montreal, like if I was a player in Montreal, I'd be like, I'm not fucking playing.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere near those guys. I'm not going near
that fucking team. Like, it's not like I hate that, but like, fuck, like,
yeah.
So I don't know. Like, it's kind of strange. I don't know, but they just go on. The game's on. Game on. No problem. I don't know, man. I don't know about that, but
the world,
wild time.
The world needs to be put in a Wanda bubble, a Wanda vision bubble.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I like this North Division though. I like it. It's fun.
Yeah,
I like every game.
It really is.
There's times when I'm like, oh, I was playing Arizona. I don't give a fuck, and I just wouldn't even. Yeah, who fucking cares? That hopefully that's a win. Or they're playing fucking Tampa. I'm like, yeah, this could probably be a good game, but I don't really care. It's fucking Tampa. Like wins, they're never gonna meet in the playoffs. Unless they get to the final. I mean.
Yeah, the Canadian division is pretty much appointment hockey.
Yeah, and it's 4 points. Every game is 4 fucking points.
It's crazy.
Like a win is you're knocking them down too, and you know what I mean? It's like a divisional game every night, which I guess it is for everybody. But I'm watching the stats. Like, okay, like if Vancouver wins tonight, that puts Winnipeg down and whatever with their extra. It's exciting.
Yeah, very very exciting.
But yeah, there's a lot of articles that are saying like we should keep it, and I kind of agree because I like it. But
hell yeah.
The NHL won't.
Do you think that McDavid or Draisaitl can get 100 points this year?
This year?
Yeah.
I don't know. They played tough, Ottawa all the time, sure.
Yeah.
But sorry, Maddie. But
I'm not sorry.
I'm not sorry.
You know what?
I keep wanting to send him like pictures of like Jason Spezza in the Leafs uniform. Just like, God damn, that looks good.
Yeah.
Just winning face-offs and looking good in the blue and white.
Then he'd send you Nikita Zaitsev. And you'd probably be like, thanks, man. Good riddance, or whatever you would say.
Nikita's, I'd probably inquire who that is.
Okay.
Was he on the team and then he got traded last year?
He got traded to Ottawa, for Cody Ceci, who now plays.
That's where you start to lose me. I mean, I know like the big guy. I'm still laser focused on baseball right now because that's going to be starting up soon. So,
hey, can we talk about the Super Bowl?
Oh yeah. You want to talk about that bullshit?
Yeah, we do.
You want to talk about fixed referees? Did you want to talk about?
I don't know.
Quarterbacks almost losing the goddamn trophy in the fucking water, all drunk.
Man, I watched the Chiefs. I watched the Chiefs run around that field like they're the Anaheim Ducks, just fucking trying to cheat their way to a win, and it just didn't work.
So you probably didn't hear. I read off a stat. Mahomes scrambled for almost 500 yards before he even threw the ball.
Yeah, shit.
All the scrambling, he was like he ran for 500 yards before he even threw the fucking ball.
There were some guys in Tampa Bay, like they had mic'd up some of the Buccaneers, and they were watching like when Mahomes was doing like the get tackled, he's halfway on the ground, he still gets the throw off, and if his receiver could catch fucking a beach ball, he would have probably caught. And the Buccaneer guys are like, holy fuck, did you see that? How the hell does he do that stuff? The guy's a magician. Every time that Mahomes is doing anything, the Buccaneers were like, we got him completely cornered, and he still gets a throw. Like, I got his leg, and he still got the throw.
and
Eli Manning them.
He's like scary accurate.
Yeah.
It's
imagine if he had someone.
He can throw with as much velocity overhand as he can he fucking submarined a couple fucking balls.
Yeah, he
I
did.
mean, in that game, like, what the hell? He looked like Dennis Eckersley out there. Like,
he's got a strong arm, man. Like,
ridiculous.
if anybody could have caught a ball just once, like, I mean, he made.
Yeah, that was the offensive line. The offensive line and his receiving core definitely owe him a steak dinner after that game. For sure.
He did all he could.
Steak dinner, yeah.
But then you know that he's a rookie, right? Like, he's already won a Super Bowl. But I mean, he's young. He's young. And then you looked at, like, they did a graph of like Mahomes after the snap, and it's like, you know, his shit is all over the place. And then they did a graph of Tom Brady after the snap, and it's like the veteran calm. He's just like his arcs are like a few steps. You know, he didn't move very far before he was throwing the ball.
Well, he's not really a mover anywhere. Like in his career, he's not really known for being able to scramble like a Rodgers or a fucking, you know, a Mahomes or even an Eli Manning for that matter. Like,
is Brady the GOAT of football of the NFL?
I think it's safe to say that Brady is pretty much. I mean, I don't know. You would argue maybe Muhammad Ali, but I think he's the GOAT of sports. I mean,
of football, like what I mean, like of the NFL. Like, is there? Because I mean, he has more Super Bowls than lots of teams do.
He has more Super Bowls. He has the stats. As it pains me to say it, he's arguably the greatest to ever do it. But
he's the winningest quarterback in history, right? Like,
like you said, he has more Super Bowls than every team.
He's Gretzky, man. He's fucking
Gretzky of football. Yeah,
he is Gretzky of football for sure.
When they talk about it, you know, like a generation from now, and they're, you know, LeBron, Jordan, Gretzky. I mean, Brady. It's, you know,
Brady. Yeah.
I can't think. I mean, you know, you think of like Joe Montana or, you know, Dan Marino, Brett Favre, but they as good as they were, you know, in their own, you know, kind of unique way. Brady is he's just the total package. You know, being able to utilize the tools that he has. You know, I mean, he pretty much made the tight end position mean something.
Yeah,
you know, with the way he would use his tight ends, like an Edelman or, you know, like Gronk, fucking like
catching two.
I mean, nobody was using their tight end like that. Nobody.
No.
Yeah, and he's something, you know, like
you see teams like the Eagles a few years ago trying to do like that Wildcat bullshit, which we actually saw some in the playoffs this year. We saw some of that stupid Wildcat fucking double QB fucking nonsense.
Yeah.
You know, and you see all those things, and I mean, like, just the way he does it. Of course, I'm a Peyton Manning guy, but I mean, as much of a Peyton Manning guy as I am, it's Tom Brady all day.
Man, I like that when they did the trophy presentation. First of all, I don't like they give it to the owners before they fuck that guy.
Yeah, that's kind of bullshit.
It's kind of dumb.
You know, they should give it to the players. Anyway, I like how Brady gets the trophy and he's just like, 7. He gives it to his kid. His kid's holding it up, and he just doesn't give a fuck. He's just like talking. He's like, "Yeah, you know, it was great to come down here and win number 7." You know, like,
it's like
we had a good team. Thanks to all these guys down here. These guys really, you know, we've been working hard all year, and his kid's just like got the trophy. He doesn't even give a fuck. Like, guy who won the first time is not letting go of that thing. And he's just like,
so automatic.
There you go. Yeah. He's just like,
you guys want this?
Yeah, it's like I got like 9 of these in my fucking house. You know, like, there you go.
Fuck. Yeah, it's crazy. It's just crazy to watch. He should have signed a 1-year deal and then just done that for his remaining years. He's like, all right, so I won one in Tampa Bay. Let's fucking go to Miami. Let's go win. And he's just like, we're going. He's got like a bus with like his fucking. It's just him and Gronk, the Super Bowl bus. Yeah. They're just going, where are we gonna go next? Like, you never know. Like, watch out, Cleveland. Like, we're coming to you.
I've never been more convinced that a true superstar in the NFL can win a championship than I am right now, because I did not. If you would have told me to put money on Brady winning another Super Bowl after leaving New England,
Shit.
Nope.
Oh,
I would have said there's no way. There's no way.
No. I didn't think that he was going to win again after leaving New England. I really didn't.
And then
not with because you had to figure like Casey was going to be there again.
Oh yeah.
Because I really honestly think, and we talked about this last week. I really think Brady is a stats guy. Like I think Brady cares a lot about his stats, and I think that's why he's continuing to stay in the league, because he sees what Patrick Mahomes is, and that is a threat to his fucking legacy.
Yeah.
We'll talk about Brady now, but when it's all said and done, and you close the book on Mahomes, I think
how close will they be?
I think Mahomes, if he stays healthy, if they can put at least two decent receivers and a fucking half decent O line in front of him, I think he torches Brady's records. It's all said and done. He's of this new generation athlete where this guy's going to be, whereas 10 years ago, you see a guy 36, 37, you're like, oh, he's the twilight of his career. No. This kid, we haven't even seen the extent of what this kid can do.
Yeah, Mahomes will still be like, he's only 25, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah, he's kid,
young.
Man.
Like, he's young.
Yeah.
Fuck.
No. This is his third year in the NFL. He's been to the Super Bowl twice.
Yeah, he's something to watch.
Yeah. No, Patrick Mahomes is definitely he's the next great fucking football player for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
So did you think we'll get an investigation into these fucking dirty refs, or do you think that's going to be?
No, I don't think so. No,
some questionable calls, man. We're not talking about some air being let out of the ball. We're talking about
questionable calls in every sport.
My god, it was so the pass interference calls.
There was some shitty pass
some bullshit, man.
Sure, there was for sure, absolutely. Yeah, but I
think the second quarter. I think it was the second quarter. I think almost after every offensive Kansas City play, there was a fucking penalty.
Yeah, it was bad. I think they have the record for most penalties in a Super Bowl, most penalty yards in a Super Bowl.
It's ridiculous.
I think by the third quarter, they had more penalty yards than actual yards.
I think we should be forgetting about Trump, and I think we should be impeaching Roger Goodell. That's what I think. I'd like to hold him to the flame. Oh man. It was a good season though. I'll say that. It was definitely a good season of football.
The world's too busy being mad at Gina Carano now to care about Roger Goodell and the rest of the NFL.
Gina Carano out.
She's gone apparently, yeah. Apparently
she's gonna be making a movie with Ben Shapiro.
What the fuck?
Yeah, Ben Shapiro is apparently he's because his parents, I think his father was a film executive, and his mother was like a composer.
Oh, is Ben Shapiro like a Hollywood hippie? Right.
He's from
oh wow,
LA. Well, yeah,
I didn't know that.
Fuck yeah, man, he's all about it. So
I didn't know that. I figured he would be from Mormon friggin' Utah.
No, he's from La La Land, buddy.
Oh wow, well, okay, there you go.
So she's apparently she's inked a deal to work with him. Wow. And I'm assuming fucking Dean Cain and fucking James Woods.
Is Dean Cain a hardcore?
Dean Cain's a piece of shit. Kevin Sorbo, Hercules, they're all
Kevin
pieces of
Sorbo's
shit.
a garbage person too.
Dude, do you not fucking Kevin Sorbo trends on Twitter every fucking day for his rhetoric.
I don't really.
His nonsense. Oh, he's a big Trump guy. He's Hercules.
God damn it,
dude. Speaking of Dean Cain, did you guys see that new show that's coming out, Superman and Lois or whatever?
Yes. Yeah. We saw the commercial during the Super Bowl.
I'm not sure about it because I mean, first I don't really like the guy that they got to play Superman.
It looks like Smallville meets Man of Steel.
Yeah, it does.
It's gonna be Smallville, but Superman's got a kid or whatever,
Yeah.
And he's juggling family life. It's like a sitcom, but Superman.
It's gonna be a cheesy CW family drama.
Yeah.
Superman has to deal with his teenager kids.
But is it the same actor that played Superman in Supergirl on Netflix?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the same guy.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the same guy.
I don't know, man. There's just like
Yeah.
I'll watch it, but like I'm definitely see again the Marvel is just rooting me on my childhood heroes now, and I did say this as much as I'm enjoying myself and watching these movies, Captain America will never replace Superman for me. Iron Man will never replace Batman, and I think those are the two closest comparisons of those characters.
yeah,
I mean,
rich guy makes a suit. Yeah.
Oh, Iron Man is totally fucking Batman. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Brooding, smart alecky, fucking rich guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Superman might as well be called Captain America, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
They're pretty much the same person.
It's like when they made Superman in like 1920, whatever. They were like, let's just they were like, because he's gonna fly. We're like, yeah. What about like some laser eyes that are heat? Sure. Like breath that he blows and it turns things to ice.
I love it. I keep going.
Yeah, keep going. What else do you have? Well, he's going to be really fast. Well, how fast? Like faster than a train. Well, that's pretty fast. But I mean, like, could he be faster? Faster than a speeding bullet? Wow. I love it.
Book it.
Put that in there.
But wait. How are we supposed to kill this guy? And then he just leans in. You don't.
Or they're like,
he doesn't die.
And then after a little while, they're like, "Hey, we got to find a way to kill this guy. What about how are we going to do it? Like a nuclear explosion?
What about a green rock?
Yeah, genius. I love it.
I love it.
Yeah. Wow. So you're telling me you're going to have a guy who's impervious to everything, even bullets. He runs faster than bullets. He flies. He can go into space and gets his energy from the sun. But a green rock will kill him. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
definitely. You know what I mean? Like, but it's like they gave him every power, and then from that point on, it was like, well, nothing's ever going to be as strong as Superman. Like, come on, like unless you get that green rock near him, and then everything is. But then he's got to like fly to the sun and get some for a while. But yeah, Superman. What a funny character,
I love him.
Yeah,
Clark Kent.
He's my boy. Favorite. Superman is my favorite superhero. It's why I'm so disappointed in Man of Steel. I'm sorry. It's just, I expected better.
Awesome.
I'm not rehashing this.
Yeah,
it will never cease to amaze me how, because I'm the exact Superman is my favorite superhero.
Yeah.
So naturally, I love Man of Steel. I don't know how that's not the end of that sentence.
Do you not wish that there was Superman movies that had the kind of story arc of the Captain America movies? Do you not wish that Superman was that good a person and that inspiring and good and empathetic?
I'm not.
Well, I do, but they fucking
did.
They did those movies with fucking Christopher Reeves,
and they're awesome. Well, two of them.
Yeah, those movies were excellent.
Then you get the credit. It's like, oh well, so, because you know what people say. We've said this, tons of times. He's too fucking nice and. So then they were like, okay, well, let's do what the people want, and they did what the people want, and then they still shit on him, and it's like,
no, that's true.
I question, and I'm not talking to you here, Tyson, but these other bozos. I question your love of Superman if you have guys, the two Supermen.
You guys, we need as soon as we can get together again, we need to do some. I've been watching a YouTube series called Pitch Meeting, where a guy, it's a comedy thing where he basically he plays the writer and the producer of the movie, and he's like, I got a new movie idea for you, and he's like, oh really? He's like, yeah, Man of Steel. We're gonna rehash Superman. Oh cool. What's the movie gonna be about? And he goes on and on. Basically, he's got like 200 of these videos, and he just points out all the problems with every movie and how stupid some of like the plot holes and all this kind of thing are.
Nice.
Anyway, I watched the one for Man of Steel and I was like, yes, that is yes. And then I watched the one for like, they have one for like all the Avengers movies and Back to the Future and everything. And they're all pretty spot on. You know,
What's it called?
Pitch Meeting.
And it's on
YouTube.
Is that on the channel Warp Zone?
No, it's on the channel Screen Rant.
Oh, Screen Rant. Okay, there's a channel called Warp Zone, and it's this guy. He's like a movie executive, and sometimes he's like a Warner Brothers executive. Sometimes he's a Disney executive, and it's literally just him shitting on all these characters that are like in like Warner Brothers or Disney properties. It's funny. And he literally just like shits on them. It's hilarious.
Well, maybe when we're done the show,
for like business meetings.
Maybe when we're done the show, I'll share my screen and we'll watch it.
Nice.
Watch the Man of Steel one just for you, Daniels.
Sounds good.
And maybe on that note, what do you think, boys?
Yeah, no, I think that was I think that's good.
That's good. Daniels?
I think that was good. Yeah, that was good. But
what did I?
Got anything else to add?
No.
No, we got WandaVision. We talked about the COVID.
Phantom Zoom.
COVID.
Pretty much COVID on every episode for a year. So
yeah.
COVID. Okay. All right.
I got Tyson to ramble on and get rant about the Oilers, so I'm happy. I got what I wanted.
Oh man, I got what I wanted.
Yeah, old Shrootsy there will be We'll be pleased to see old Tin Can back in the saddle. That's for sure.
Well, I'm glad to be back because I sure fucking missed you guys.
Yeah, we missed you too.
Yeah, we missed you too, man.
We did very much miss you too.
We need one more. We need one more fucking Power Stone here to
one more.
Our little pod gauntlet here.
That's true.
We need one. We got to conch Sid back in. Whenever he's gonna get back in the show. So, miss you too there, Squeed. I hope you're listening.
We miss you, buddy.
So, I'm at Tin Can Blues. You can find me at Tin Can Blues on Twitter and Instagram. And our website is wheelsbluespodcast.wixsite.com/ my site. Just
yay.
Everything's on there. Go on, have a look.
And I'm at Eric _83. I might have to change that to fucking at Eric _MCU or something. Fucking. But hit me up on Twitter, Facebook, Insta. I'm all over the place.
Trendy.
And I'm at Mighty Wheels on Twitter and Justin Ruther on Facebook and Instagram. And you can follow our Wheels Blues podcast Facebook page. Please like and subscribe, and go watch WandaVision because it's amazing.
I concur.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. See you next week, folks.
See you next week.
I'm hitting record. It's going to record. I'm just going to go like read a quick story and then I'll be back.
Okay, cool. You should have went at the end of the episode because then we could talk the 40 minutes about WandaVision.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
He's going to have to hear it anyway.
He's gonna have to hear it. Yeah.
Whether he likes it or not.
We're spoiling it all.
Well, I mean, by the time he watches it, it'll be like fresh again.
Yeah, it'll be like 5 years from now, and he'll be like, "Whoa, this is amazing!" And we'll be like, "Yo, we told you 5 years ago."
Fuck. Yeah, that was some heavy shit right there.
Yeah, it was.
We have got to get off this fucking Zoom.
Yeah.
I need to get out of here.
Are you starting to get a little Stockholm syndrome?
Well, no, that would mean I wouldn't want to leave.